speaking of the movies.
Yes.
Wicked.
Oh my gosh. I will say I kind of wanted to wear my Glinda look, but I decided to go with the Pilgrim because it's Thanksgiving. But okay.
There's always next week.
Now here's the thing. I was anticipating this movie for so long. I learned about Wicked when I was in I think elementary school. As a matter of fact, one of my friends had the CD of it, and she and I would dance to Popular all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I always played Elphaba in our little charade. But anyway, this is part of the reason why I have my rule where I don't like to listen to the soundtrack of a musical before I see it, because I don't know if it's going to live up to my expectation. And also, I don't want to have the story ruined for me. You know, to be fair with Wicked, it's a little different because you already know how it ends because I've seen Wizard of Oz.
Right.
You know, but it was so well done. And I was so mad.
Okay, I can pick a few things out that you may have been mad about. Why were you mad, Karley?
The number one reason I was mad is because we walked in, we sat down, it started, and then the title card came up. And do you want to know what it said? It said,
what did it say?
Wicked Part 1. Part 1? Now, I was
Are you kidding me? I still haven't seen Dune Part 2 yet.
Yes. Okay, so I was kind of hoping that it was going to be
Why?
some of those movies where they say Part 1 at the beginning and then Part 2 about halfway through, but it's still all one movie, you know?
Right.
And I was kind of hoping maybe it was going to be extra long with an intermission, just like the play. It was not. And I was so upset.
Nope.
But it did make more sense with the pacing as they went on, because I was like, okay, maybe this is taking a little too long here. Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Thanks to Don Jarrett from 96.1 and 102.1 The Wolf for the tickets.
Yes.
When we were walking in, he said, now, did you hear that there's no singing during this? I guess a lot of theaters have had to institute a no singing policy.
Right.
Because everybody already knows the music so well, having listened to the soundtrack.
Right, right.
But yeah, you wouldn't do that at a stage musical.
Unless you're a crazy person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes all the sense in the world. Not even to Popular, not even to Defying Gravity.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you're not allowed.
No.
Don't do it. Now, that being said, I know that there are some theaters who are going to have showings where you are allowed to sing.
Yes.
Which I think is nice.
And if they do the little bouncing ball thing, that'd be cool too, along the lyrics.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Karaoke style or whatever.
Yeah, sing along style. But yeah, it seems kind of like the Rocky Mountain Horror Picture Show vibes.
Yes.
You know how you get dressed up and you do certain things at certain points? I think that'll be really fun. Now, other than that, the movie was eye candy.
It was gorgeous.
It was so fun.
Ariana Grande was great as Glinda. And there was a point where Karley goes, I really like her robe. And I was like, you like her whole ward robe.
Yeah, it's true. And here's the thing.
Everything she has is pink.
I had restrained myself the entire movie.
And the right kind of pink, too, right?
So yes, it's all that beautiful pale blush pink, the pastel. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I loved it. And I knew going into it, I was going to love everything she wore. And so I had restrained myself in my mind. I was like, Karley, every time you see a dress that you like, you don't need to lean over and tell Mike. But then the robe that she wore for the Popular sequence was just so cute and so foofy and just fun. And I just had to say something.
It's very pink.
It was very pink and it was so nice.
I challenge you, though, to, and I almost don't want to say this, but I'm gonna, because I'm a bit of a brat, I guess. When you're watching the movie, it's going to be really hard to look at Elphaba and not think She-Hulk.
That's fair. Anytime you see a green lady, it sort
She's
of
just
does
a green woman.
Yeah, it does sort of
a powerful green woman.
Right. Yes, that's true. But yeah, anytime you see someone colored green, you immediately go Hulk.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's fair. And there are a couple parts too where I think that I don't know, her pose and stuff, when she's really confident, it feels a little superhero-esque. Yes. Which does read very hulky.
Uh-huh.
Well,
and there's one where she's wearing kind of a suit that's very She-Hulk attorney at law. So.
Oh, yeah. Her kind of school uniform.
It's tough not to think that.
Good point.
I loved Bowen Yang in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You recognize the dude from Saturday Night Live. In fact, I watched while I was on the treadmill today, I watched the Bowen Yang Hot Ones episode.
Oh, I love that.
He's just adorable.
Yeah, he's super cute.
I think he's really good in Wicked.
Also, the glasses in this movie are all just fabulous.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I thought they were all
his in particular.
Yeah, his in particular are
characters.
really cool. Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. I really liked a lot of the design elements on the costumes.
Oh, and am I the only one who giggled like a schoolgirl at Shiz University?
Yeah. Like, okay, I have to assume that the reason it was called Shiz is because the guy who wrote the music wanted it to rhyme with whiz.
Okay.
But
Maybe.
I feel like there are lots of other choices you could have
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, it made me feel like I was like in the 90s and we
Right.
were all saying that word. You're the shiz. No, you're the shiz.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they could have. And here's the thing, too. I thought it was some kind of acronym, you know, and so I was like, okay, that's like, you can give that a pass. But at no point was it told, like, was I told that it was an acronym? So I'm assuming it's not. And I thought that was dumb.
So we saw it at the Paramount, and while we were there, we also saw these really cool popcorn buckets for Red One.
Yes.
One side is naughty, and the other side is
Nice.
Nice. And then check out this cup too. You can change it from naughty to nice, even though I didn't do a very good job there. And there it is.
I always loved those holographic like cards and stuff that you'd get as a kid. I know I had a whole bunch of them for Shrek.
And we still haven't seen Heretic. I wonder how that movie is doing here.
I'm kind of curious too.
In the Mormon Corridor, a movie about LDS missionaries, you know, getting trapped inside a house of horrors. Still got to see
Right.
that.
Yeah.
We were so geared to watch it, and then, you know, life happened.
Life did happen. Honestly, if they would have had an 8 p.m. showing on Friday, we would have gone, but we had a lot going on that day.
And we still haven't seen Checking It Twice.
No, not yet, but we have it in our queue, and we're going to be watching it this week.
I just can't wait to see. I hear their depiction of Idaho Falls is pretty funny. We'll make a list. We'll watch it, and we'll make a list and report back to you of all the inconsistencies.